24/7. 24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When you hear that sound, Afrika, Afrika nakupenda sana, you know that it is our African experience. We are here today. It's very exciting. I'm not alone. Hlamalani Ngwenya. I'm not alone. I'm with my host, Mandla Mabunda. Mandla,
Welcome everyone to our beautiful show. As expected, today will prove to be another beautiful show from Exploring Africa. You know, this is our story, our way from the pair with the story. So today, please sit back, relax, and let's enjoy one of Africa's special ladies who deals with indigenous food. So his show is proving to be beautiful and we'll have such a great time. Like we say, we're telling the stories our way. So if you have any questions or you want to interact with our guest today, please drop us some few lines, no leave. And always remember, this is our show. If you feel there's a topic about Africa that you have a opinion about, always drop us a line, and then we'll make sure to.
okay. Our guest today is none other than Miss MAKUKHO. She's going to tell us a little bit more about herself. There's something very special about our guest. You know, in most cases, we see indigenous food as something that is backward. When we talk about healthy food and healthy diet, we're thinking about mushrooms, we're thinking about broccoli, we're thinking about, those fancy, things that we buy in fancy restaurant or fancy shops. But today we want to change, that attitude. We want to change the narrative because we have in our midst somebody who will mesmerize you about how she has embraced, indigenous food. Miss MAKUKHO, just tell us a little bit more about yourself. Who are you and where do you come from?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Louise MAKUNYANE. I am a daughter. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I was born in the a very small village in the northwest. Very, very small. Raised by my grandmother. Who was really Morocco.
Okay.
And even
Okay. Morocco. When we talk about you, and I have followed you on your social media, Morocco, it's something that pops up. Where did you get, this passion for Morocco? I know you said you have been raised by your grandmother. We know that a lot of people who grew up in rural areas, when they move and come and stay in urban areas, they don't want to see Morocco anymore. But you have not done that. You actually took your Morocco with you and you made a business out of it. Tell us a little bit more about your passion for Morocco. Why did you choose Morocco as something to pursue for your business?
After my matric, I went to school. I studied IT. I worked as a technician. I got retrenched.
Okay.
And when I got retrenched, I worked as a community health worker, where I have to go to the houses and give primary health talk.
Okay.
That's where I saw that our people don't know what is nutrition. and no one is willing to really teach them what is nutrition. That's how I remembered my background and my childhood. And I remembered very well how my grandmother was so well together with her friends. And I said, let me go back and try this again.
So, but you didn't study nutrition per se.
No, no.
Okay,
I
you know
just
my
worked. Mm.
okay, you know my co-host is a nutritionist. Let me hear from her. If she does, use a little bit of morojo in her nutrition space. Mandla.
Thank you, Doc, and thank you, Sisi Makukho. You know, yesterday we had a beautiful chat about food and how we do view in Africa and how we have moved away from our indigenous food. You know, we were chatting about how, you know, all the vitamins that one needs really are found in our green leafy vegetables, which we are now talking about moroho or waste. And you know, that I call vegetables is supposed to be the Rolls Royce of these four groups of nutrition because that's where you get most benefit and in small amounts. So, Doc, you know how I love talking nutrition. I can talk the whole day. But back to our guest, tell us, starting a business, we always love talking entrepreneurship. How was the journey for you? How are you now? And how is it going? Okay, Doc, you know, yesterday when I met with our guest,
Hmm.
she was so excited to talk to us about the recipes. We sat down and it was like I've known her for the longest. Her passion is actually, you know, addictive. So
I can
I
believe
cannot
it.
hear what she has in store for us.
Yeah. No, I have been following her on social media, right?
Mhm.
It is amazing, even if you don't like Morojo, the way she presents her stuff, it actually makes you want to eat Morojo every
Yeah.
single day. And I can't wait for her to share with us because, there are a lot of, exciting things, things that you could not possibly imagine. Gusha, for example, hey?
Yes.
Tingwembe, cowpea, and all that and whatever. The way she presents it and the way she's so excited about it, it's really, really amazing. I cannot wait, to hear her tell us more about it. Maybe while she's still preparing to tell us more, maybe we can show a picture of one of the dishes. If you look at it, there's no way that you could even imagine that, there's morojo there. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. We like using, fried rice. And
Mm-hmm.
here she takes, the vegetable, indigenous vegetable leaves, and she fries it a bit, and she does it, with the fried rice, and voila, you know. I can imagine my kids could actually eat this, but if I will give them raw aside, they'll say, "No, we don't like this." But if we prepare it in this way, oh my,
It
she
does look so good.
beautifies it.
It's beautiful now because she's back online. Uh,
Okay.
Makuko, are you back with us? So please, let's carry on. Tell us about your journey. I heard you a bit when you spoke about IT and you said your grandmother, but now it's no longer about domestic preparation for your family. It's about business now. So take us through how you started to formalize it to become a business. So she was online now, Doc. It's interesting when you hear her tell her story. So she's back on. Makukho, if you hear me, we are still on the question of how you started moving from this being cooking and now being a formal business.
Makukho, we can hear you. Okay, I think there might be a technical glitch there.
Yeah, we can see her talking. It's just that we cannot hear what she's saying, but I think she can hear me. Can you hear?
The Nguni speaking people, the Zulus and the
Whew. This is really, really exciting. I still need to see, more pictures, but very soon we'll be going for a commercial break and we'll come back and see more pictures and really hear more about how she makes, her recipes and all that. At this point in time, we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll talk more about the journey of, Makukho and her indigenous vegetables and how she actually makes a business out of it. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, to the African experience. Today we are talking everything indigenous food. We have our guest here, Ms. Makukho. We have heard that, she grew up in the rural areas. She was raised by her grandmother. Yes, she was raised by her grandmother, and because of that, she fell in love with, muroho or muroho, and she started a business around it. Um, Miss Makukho, are you still there? Just give me an indication if you can hear me. Okay, so when we talk about indigenous food, it's one way of actually achieving food security. These days when you talk about food security, we talk about how people have access to food. We talk about how people um, you know um, have the food that is available around them. But there is also one aspect that is very important when you talk about food security, is the issue of nutrition. you know so, and in most cases, like I said initially, that when we talk about nutrition, people think that you have to spend a lot of money to buy nutritious food. We are talking about the fancy food and all that, but we don't know that food that we grow in our backyard, like moroho, for example, and a gushe, moroho watinyawa, and all that. These are nutritious food. Makukho, I want you to tell us a little bit more about the four types of moroho that you work with, that four type of moroho that you are promoting. Tell us a little bit more about that. Okay, I'm struggling to hear you. I can see the picture, but for some reason, the audio, I cannot hear you. Okay, just show me the pictures again. Let's see. You have to unmute yourself so that we can hear you. Because it's very exciting. I want to see, that. Yes. Okay, is a technical glitch. I think we'll be back, with our guest there, because it's very exciting. She's working with four different types of, moroho. In Tonga, she uses gushe, she uses moroho watinyawa. I can't remember which other one, but it's really four, and she packages it nicely, and it's really, really, really professionally made. Are you there? Okay. Take us through the different types of the morojo that you are promoting.
Sis Makukho, please unmute
You
yourself.
have to unmute yourself.
On your screen, there's the button that looks like a speaker. If it's red, just click on it.
That is technology, but we have to be patient about these things, because definitely we want to see how we can actually change our attitude around moroho, because I've been following Makukho from on her social media platforms. It's very amazing. Maybe while she's trying to unmute herself, let us show some more pictures of what she's doing with this moroho.
Doc, it's so beautiful to watch some of the pictures and the recipes. I mean, look at that. Look
Look at
at that.
that.
That is beautiful. One wouldn't even think of doing that. And that
Exactly.
looks so healthy. And the mixture of all those colors, and you can see the sweet potato, you can see butternut, I see a bit of mashed potato, and the queen of the show, the morojo itself. This is so stunning. And those who are talking about weight management, who are talking about correcting their blood sugar levels, this is a simple, straightforward diet that anyone can do. And yet, what is very saddening about our our society is that we have moved away from the basics. I mean, look at that. Look
Wow.
at
Wow.
I think we
This
should
is
be going
amazing.
back to the basics.
Hi.
Yes, it's
Hi.
amazing.
This is
Yes,
amazing.
hello,
This is
hello,
amazing.
Makukho. Are you
When
back?
I
Let's
talk,
do
I
that.
mute or unmute.
We can hear you now.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me now. I must talk on the phone.
Loud, loud and
Loud and
clear. We
clear.
can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about this dish. Morogo was one of the mystery ingredients at Forever Resort. So chefs has to cook it just to find a way of cooking it.
Okay.
So this is how
Okay.
the chefs has done it. I was also impressed when I see this kind of a dish.
And
So I
which
wonder,
morojo is this?
it was cowpea, morogo wa dinawa,
I
the one
see.
that is next to the potato here. You
Wow.
see that is
Wow.
uh-huh, uh-huh. So those
Wow.
were the dishes that were prepared by the chefs.
Wow, this
Okay.
looks so beautiful. This looks
Uh-huh.
stunning, Sissy. Take us
Yes.
through this one. I'm particularly interested in this one. Take
This
us through
one,
this.
this one is me for sure.
Okay.
Every Monday, we at Masim we promote that we get away from meat. So I have to find a way of making dishes every Monday that doesn't have meat.
Okay.
So this is me. I took the butternut, I took the sweet potato, and then the stew of Morocco that is dry. So that's why I want to educate
Okay.
with the dry one and the fresh one. How can you use it? And that white thing is just a mayo, just to tip it off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we thought
Yes.
it was
The mashed
potatoes.
potato.
No,
Oh my God.
it's a mayo. Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
looks beautiful.
Sure.
So while on that note, take us through this one.
Through this one. This one is a red cabbage. So what I did, this is with the fresh moroho. It's tepe. Ne? On the side, I fried my moroho with onion, and then I put the red
Mm-hmm.
cabbage just to give it a heat a little bit, and take it out. It's a
Mm-hmm.
salad. This. Then I took the cherry
Ah,
just cut it off. The avo. This is
okay.
the avo and the cucumber. There we go. It's a no meat diet
Wow.
every month.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God.
Wow.
I think I need to join the no meat diet on Mondays,
Please.
but I'm going to look at, your recipe. Oh, this is exciting. And here, what was going on here?
Yeah. Here,
Mm,
I have I still have I have a teen and a 3-year-old. So the 3-year-old doesn't give me
okay.
problems with eating moroho. So this one I have to be creative for the teen one specifically.
I
So I
see.
wanted
I
to
see.
make a nutri rice. I call it Massimu nutri rice. And this one
I see.
I
Mm,
used cowpea as fresh. I'll show you now
Wow.
when we are back how cowpea looks like when it's fresh. So I went backyard as you
okay.
said, Hlami, cut, come back, wash, chop,
Mhm.
chop, chop. The rice is from last night. So I just fried
Okay.
your onion, your tomatoes, and put the fresh cowpea.
I
Then,
see.
if you want to color something, with kids, there must be color. And then I put some color there, just a little bit, and put the rice mixed together. There we go.
Oh
Wow.
wow, Doc,
This is
this is so interesting. It looks very interesting. On that note, I keep on hearing you talking about the difference between dried and fresh. Please take us through that. What is the difference?
There we go. Let's start with cowpea because it was the one that we were talking about.
Yes.
This is cowpea is where you get your beans.
Mm-hmm.
I
So this
see.
moroho, you eat everything. You eat the leaves, and you also wanna dig underground. This is how
Yeah.
it looks when it's still fresh. So when it's
Mm.
like this,
I
it's
see.
versatile. You can cut it, use it like I was using it on the rice. You can blanch it. So this is cowpea when it's dry. This is the packet of a cowpea when now it's dry. You see, so it's about the preference and it's about the convenience of a person. You know, when you come from work, you want to do some stir fry quick, quick. This is what you can use. You still have your protein inside of this, and this one is dry. Same way you can prepare your gravy, put it in together with your mushrooms. There we go. So this is
Wow.
cowpeas. You can see the
Okay.
stickers are the yes.
Wow, it's so beautiful. You know, we welcome our family, people who view us all the time. Says Doris Nogo, we see you. And then Miss Vuma there, welcome, welcome to the show. It's always lovely to see you. And then Ceci, if we can, Sis Makuko, you can put the phone down now. I think now we are back on and we can hear you. I'm interested in sourcing this moro. Where do you source your moroho from?
I have partnered with the women at Limpopo in Jane First in my in-laws village.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I believe in rural economy so much
Yes.
because I come from the rural areas. Then I have identified the women that I can work with. So that's where I source my moroho in our own homelands. That's where I got
Okay.
it.
Wow. So o berekela ko bogadi. Heh?
Yes, it's time. Dikgomo hle.
Dikgomo.
Yes,
That's
It's
quite
very, very
interesting.
interesting. No, it's
Yeah,
very
tell me
interesting.
something. Mhm.
Hmm.
yes,
So now I see you love economic development and not anything to empower a woman. I'm always at the forefront. That's why you can hear my excitement in trying to come in and talk about this. So tell me, if there's a group of cooperatives, right, who believe they've got some sort of moroho out there, can they get in touch with you and you guys can talk something and probably add to your editions of your four types of moroho that you deal with?
definitely. By the way, I'm doing five.
Mhm.
Let me count them for you.
Okay.
It's moroho wa tepe, which is amaranth,
Yeah.
moroho wa lephutsi, which is pumpkin leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and then cowpea ke moroho wa munawa, and then telele, and then the fifth one is the one that is very, very seasonal. Ke tlom by Vitali Road is the favorite to the babies and the twins. So it's always on very, very uh, seasonal November, December, January, then it goes away. So but I do
Okay.
five flavors.
Did you say telele as well, gushe?
Yes, yes. Can I tell you guys
Okay.
why did I add it? Yes.
Oh,
Telele
hold on, hold on there, because we have to go
yes,
for a commercial break. When we come
okay.
back, I want you to explain a little bit, because I'm sure with all these different types, you actually have different recipes. But I want to see, because I love gushe, and all I've known, my entire life is cooking it,
Yes.
in the same way and whatever. So I want to see what exciting things do you bring, with gushe. So we're gonna go for a commercial break. When we come back, we want you to take us through, the gushe, telele, and also the other four that you have mentioned, because we wanna see, and we also want to see you, maybe some videos of you doing it in practice. Now we're gonna go for a commercial break.
Okay. Thank you. Sasikiba namhlolo wathi.
Okay, we're going for a commercial break now. When we come back, we want to see more of the excitement and some of the dishes that you are preparing with this exciting indigenous food. Okay,
I
will be going for a commercial break. Okay. um
Doc, this is quite interesting. You know, I see one of our viewers, our loyal viewers, my sister, Pastor Joylene saying Bangala. Now I'm trying to rack my brain trying to figure out Bangala, is it cowpea?
No.
Is it I'm trying to figure it out. So, to our viewers out there, if you know how to match this, because I'm busy trying to figure out Kabesh Changan, what is Bangala? Good, so. And it's amazing because one would imagine a nutritionist would know these names, but no, I can't even match the two. So, if one of our viewers is out there and you can hear us and you know these names and you're busy laughing at us, please help us out. Just type in Bangala Ishi Changan and then write the English name on the side, and then we will learn.
Yes.
But it's quite an interesting topic. It's quite an. Here, there's an answer, Lerudzi. Lerudzi. I
Yeah,
don't
that's what
even
she said. That's what she
pronounce it.
said.
Yeah, it's quite
Okay.
interesting.
Okay, Mandla, I think, the system knows that we are so excited about, this topic. It doesn't even want to go for a commercial break. So, Makukho, just take us through, because you already shared about one, that was cowpea,
Yes.
So maybe just take us through the other 3 or 4, and we want to see some of the exciting things that you are able to do with it. Start
All
with
right.
Gusha, please.
Okay. I didn't bring Gusha today as a
Yes.
fresh thing, but I will show you the friend of Gusha. The friend of
Okay.
Gusha is pumpkin leaves.
Okay.
These two are from you, Dr. Hlami, the Far North people. This is cowpea.
Yes.
I mean, this is pumpkin leaves. So
Yes.
we used to eat it. We used to mix together. This is the fresh one, you can see. We used to
Yes.
mix the Gusha with this one so that
Yeah.
it can reduce the sliminess of
I
Gusha.
see.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I know that the clients that buy this is only the people that are coming from the far north of South Africa. They understand it. And a
Okay.
beautiful story is when I started this journey, I never included Gusha and pumpkin leaves.
Mm.
And they complained, the clients, say, Makukho, you're not serving us. So I have to then
Mm.
include it on the 5. I initially wanted to do 3, then now that is why
Yeah.
we are 5. So next
Okay.
time I will bring Gusha when it's still fresh and when it's there. It's that I didn't
Okay.
bring it.
So, but what kind of recipes do you do with Gusha and that one as well? What are you
Yes.
able to do with that? Yeah.
Gusha, it's very, very slimy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your choice if you want to do it, if you want to cook it alone. So with me,
Okay.
I prefer to mix it with pumpkin leaves. So this is the trick with Gusha. Ne? I should, this is
Mm-hmm.
the pumpkin when it's dry. So I
Okay.
prefer it when it's dry because I think the sliminess become better. So this is the dry
Okay.
pumpkin. Then I'm gonna mix with a packet of a Gusha, the slimy one.
I
So
see.
the simplest way of cooking it
Mm.
is boiling your water,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how many grams of, this is 50 grams of pumpkin leaves that are dry that I'm having now.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
depending on how big is the family. Then if it's the whole
Mm-hmm.
family, you can make just half a liter, 500 mils of water boiling.
Mm-hmm.
By choice, you can put some cook soda just to soften up because this is dry already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So full of this and full of Gusha also.
Mm.
And then before you add those, you can choose. You can be versatile. In the olden days, our grandmas used to put that pumpkin that is coming from this. But if you don't have
Yeah.
that, you can use your the zamban. That is zamban. Potato.
Potato. Yes.
Yes, it's amazing. Instead of the normal way of using it, you can use
Oh,
potata
wow.
or potato. You can mix them. I have a recipe
Okay.
of it. I just didn't send it. So you can mix a potato
Okay.
and potato together
I see.
and
I
put
see.
on the boiling water, and then with a bit of
Yes.
cooking soda by choice, and then you put moroho in.
Wow, this
Okay.
is so
So,
beautiful, Doc. We're learning so much. Hey, we are learning so much. I like this. You know, if there's one thing we have learned after COVID, is the fact that we need to go back to the drawing board as far as our health is concerned. You know, this for me presents a very simple, basic way we can just go back. It can also help us connect with our families because most of these recipes that she's talking about, our kokwanis, our grannies at home are sitting with this wealth. And I mean, what better way? They're always willing to share with us how to prepare this, how to prepare that. And I hear still our loyal viewers are telling us, Pastor Joylene again coming to teach us pumpkin leaves pitungwembe. I mean, yes, this is beautiful.
mm,
I'm learning so much. So you always talk about our guests now. You always talk about bringing heritage being health being our heritage. So heritage of health and connecting people with their heritage. Why is that important to you? Can you share with our listeners why that is important to you?
I am I have witnessed that myself that health is a heritage with my very own granny. She lived to 90 plus. And both of them, my paternal, they were not eating anything that we are eating now. But I've seen also the challenge is we are not willing to learn how to keep this heritage ourselves, and we are also not willing to learn how to teach others. So that's why I am into let's keep the heritage. This health is a wealth, they say. But at Masimu, we say we have your health at heart.
Mhm. Oh,
So come to
wow.
us, let us educate you with what you have already. Morocco is what you have already. So we are not
Yeah.
going anywhere. We are here in Africa. So let's come,
Wow.
let's reason together, let's teach each other and go and preserve this knowledge that we
You
have.
know, this is so beautiful, you know, my sister, because you know, when you are talking about our health being our heritage and talking Morocco, you are actually talking about us as Africans now having pride in ourselves. At Explore Africa, we like talking about, let Africa learn to embrace herself. You know, let Africa learn to
mm,
tell her own stories and her way. And this, honestly speaking, is actually one way we can tell our story. I mean, you know, now I've learned a lot about the languages, the different Moroccos, and you know how our grannies can bring us back to our heritage. This is really, Doc, very beautiful. I'm enjoying this. We
it's,
spoke briefly
yeah.
about CSIR, right? So take us through that. Someone who's getting inspired right now, someone who wants to go into this industry or line of work that you're currently doing, Makuku. What work are you currently doing with the CSIR, or how are they assisting you as an entrepreneur?
Okay. As you grow in the journey of food and health, you learn that like moroho as fresh as it is, like this, it it's fresh from the soil. So you need science to make sure that when it gets to someone's household, it's clean because naturally it has bacteria. So
Mm-hmm.
we are checking the innovation that you remember, Dr. Hlami, our grannies used to cook moroho to be well cooked. I don't know if they knew
Mm,
that it has bacteria or not, microbacteria, but they cooked it until it's well cooked. So with us now, now with this with both in life, we don't want to eat it well cooked all the time. You want to do your smoothie. You want to do your salad. You know. So for
I
that to
see.
be able to be done, the science has to come in and said, okay, Makuko, bring your tepe. This is my tepe. It's fresh. How safe is it? But we can just put it inside of a blender and blend it. So that's where we are.
I see.
So that's what
Aha.
CSR is doing, because the world is waiting for the better health of their own. So that's the program where we are. So we want to make sure that the product, as much as is an African indigenous product, it has to have class. It has to meet the requirements and regulations of this country. And the safety of come first, yes. So that's what we are doing
Wow.
with CSIR at the moment.
Yeah. No, and
Wow.
I also see the branding. The branding is very professional. So who is behind, that the branding? It's
It's
really done
CEDA.
professionally.
CEDA is the one
Okay.
that is helping us to do all this
Okay.
marketing materials. Yeah, there's a
I
when I
see.
started, yeah, in 2018, I met a lady by the name of Kate Masopa. Yesterday I spoke
Yes.
with her. I said, "Miss Kate, you have believed, and look where I am today." So CEDA is the
Wow.
organization that is on the marketing materials we are
Okay.
doing.
S- So you spoke about CEDA and you spoke about CSIR. Are there any other stakeholders that have been, supporting you through the journey?
Yes. So SABS is the one that tested the nutritional content.
I
You
see.
said in your languages that if product is edible.
Yes.
So they've tested that, and
I
then I got
see.
so much support. Also, I went for my HACCP training.
I
They've
see.
trained me with HACCP, because I also want to know exactly, keep it sure with the product as it goes and
I
as it
see.
grows. Yeah.
Aha. Especially that, it's something.
Yes, and the other stakeholder is Agriculture National. Yeah,
Okay.
it's few of them. Yeah. So
Okay.
we thank.
Wow, that is
Wow.
so interesting. When you're talking training, Doc, and now as a smart cook, that's our line of work, as Masana dietitians. We do accredited training, especially your HACCP training is quite important, especially
Mm,
when we're talking food safety and quality assurance. People
Yes.
must know what they're eating. And that's what I always say when it comes to buying local is like an African food product, is that you
mm,
know who the people behind the product are. If you have a question, it's an issue of writing an email or picking up the phone and calling, says, Makuku, yeah, there's this ingredient. Please tell me about it. Unlike when it's an international brand where there is no one who is close to you. So our people should learn to embrace local products and really start supporting initiatives such as, Makuku de Massimo. I love the concept behind that. I love it. It's so now, please tell us about your journey. Where do you see yourself moving toward? What are your future plans? I know yesterday we spoke about being involved in the export market. We spoke about the missions that are available now, for example, Ghana through the SIDA platform. So, where to from now as far as expansion into Africa is concerned?
Free Africa trade, of course. It's Southern African countries especially. But my biggest passion is in hospitality. I would love our chef schools to open up and try new recipes, to get new vegetables into their shelves as we learn how to cook. So the hospitality industry, if they are listening, yes, um, the tourism. I would love tourists to learn from the shape. These things are not the same. Other people thought it's one thing. So this is Tepe. It's totally different from. So let's educate this tourist. So this is Africa. Our shape, our smell, our color. It's just Africa. So that's
Wow.
where I was.
Okay, no, this is so interesting. Now maybe we can go for an ad break. And then when we come back, you can tell us all about how to get in touch with you if people want to learn more about the different types of morocco's, how to book you for recipes. I mean, chefs, hotel schools, you spoke hospitality. So after the ad break, you can take us through that and how do you see that and unraveling. So we'll go for. Wow, we are back. We are back, and we cannot wait to hear all about it. So, this is African Experience with myself, Aventina Mabunda, and I'm not alone. I'm with my co-host, Dr. Hlami. We are learning
Yes.
so much about indigenous foods, especially Morocco. We cannot wait now to even learn further. Our guest today is MAKUKHO, and then she will tell us how to get hold of her. She will tell us if you want to learn more. I mean, this could be part of the curriculum. It should be part of the home economics
Mm,
curriculum. Remember when we started, Doc, the pair with the
yes,
story, we met at a
exactly.
home economics class. So what better
Yes.
way? I mean, TVET colleges now are supposed to embrace some of these occupational qualifications, and I see a space for that. So, my dear, you speak about teaching a lot. How
Yeah.
can people get you to come and teach them? Are you available to host like a master class? How do you see it happening with you teaching us about more of this Morocco?
The
Makuku,
teaching is the only way to get to. Hello,
Yes, go ahead. We can
can you
hear
hear
you.
me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I everywhere possible. I do went to schools to educate, especially the schools that do feeding schemes. I do educate groups in the tourism sector.
Mm.
I did got the opportunity to teach at Forever Resort because raw has to be a missing ingredient. So there's still a long way to go about educating, but it's a peer thing. Now that you know, you will tell another person. Now that person knows, then
Hmm.
that's how education goes. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I am also still interested with your recipes.
Okay.
Could I see a recipe book, unfolding in the near future, maybe? I think it will be a missed opportunity if you don't consider to do that. Massimo, I don't know what the name will be. Are you
Of course,
thinking
of course, of
about?
course. I
Mm-hmm.
have started. I have
Okay.
started.
Okay.
Yes, I have started with the recipe book.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, it's in the
Okay. We
pipeline.
can't we can't wait, to know about it once it's ready, because definitely
Yes,
we want to buy that. And
yes.
Mandla, probably we can join, the no meat, Mondays, and make
Mondays,
sure
yes.
that we are using your
Your
product.
book, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I also followed you on your social media where you are buying these things or maybe selling these things, you always promote it in a small pack. What is in the pack? The pack that you are actually, I think it's a pack of 4 or something like that. I don't know, but you always show that on your social media. What is in the pack? What are the products that are in the pack?
The combo, ne?
Oh yes, the combo.
Yes, the combo. We still struggle to cook morogo in many households. So you can order and say, I want, especially gusha. Please cook gusha for me, and then we discuss what am I putting inside. Then you can have your gusha well cooked from Massimo's kitchen. Then you're gonna have your fresh one that you will choose. It's clean. You are confident. Then you can eat it raw. That's where. Then you can have your dry one. Yes.
I see.
So that's the combo. I'm trying to make sure that at least the week finished when we have eaten moroho 3 or 4 times, and not in the same way like we used to do it. Yeah.
I see. So a person cannot say, no, I don't know how to prepare it. So you are also, covering, that space by selling what is already cooked.
Yes, but also on the packaging, there's a simple recipe that I have added. Just down there, yeah. There's a simple recipe that I've just shown, because it's so interesting. Remember, my clients the other ones are vegetarians, other ones are vegans, and they're alkaline. So, but others they love morogo, but they still struggle to get over it, like even knowing the difference.
Yes.
So I'm trying to make sure that they are comfortable as we go. Yeah.
Okay, so where can they find you? I hear at the moment there might be clients or people that are listening who are saying, we want to buy this. Where can they find you? How do they get in touch with you?
Yes, I'll start with my cell phone number.
Okay.
My cell phone number is 072 920 2618. It's also on WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp and tell me this is how I prefer it. I want the combo or everything like that. And I am on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm MAKUKHO Ramoloto on Facebook. And I'm on Insta. I'm Massimo Indigenous Crops at Insta. Yes.
Okay, so that is the number there. I think we can see it is 072. You said 920 2618. Our listeners, that is the number to call when you want to order your combo with MAKUKHO. But also you spoke about the Monday, the no meat Monday, and you said you are doing something around it. Tell us a little bit more about it. Is it something that you're doing on social media? Are you mobilizing people to join that campaign, or what is going on? What do you do on Mondays? Because I definitely want to join.
Please join. It's a campaign that there's a retail shop that is interested also in making, so it's somewhere. So I would like us to have breakfast that includes morogo, lunch that includes morogo, and dinner that includes morogo.
I see.
I'm trying to make sure that we incorporate it in our dishes. So at this Monday, no meat. Meat is morogo on Monday. So we call it our meat-free diet day. Then from in the morning, if you have your smoothie with your different vegetables, different fruits also, then Remember, the results of the nutrition on morogo, all of them, 5 of them, they all have energy in different grams. So if you use your tepe amaranth, you have your best iron, natural iron.
I see.
So you can replace it. You can make sure that you don't have to do many things. And then on your lunch, you can have your stir fry or your salad. In your salad, You put there your onion, you put your tomato, you put your grapes even. Tepe goes
Okay.
very well, go tangy in your mouth.
Oh
And
my
for
God.
dinner, of course,
Wow.
you get your stew. You can use the dry one. Prepare your
Okay.
stew. Put whatever
Wow.
that you like. Put it there. If you do your mash, you do your mash. And so Mondays at least our bodies can breathe.
Wow, this is so beautiful. My sister, thank you so much for sharing. One can pick up that you are really passionate about this thing. This is really under your skin. So you really, really, really love to teach us. And unfortunately, we only have less than 4 minutes to the end of our program. And in our show, we have what we call cutting shorts. So while you are still thinking about what you want the listeners to remember of this day or this interview, uh, let me tell you, Doc, I learned so much. I learned
Me too.
so much. You can never stop learning. You can never stop learning. And I'm liking the idea of no Monday. People should
Yeah.
not worry about the source of protein because beans, of which we have them as part of vegetables as well, are a very good source of protein. So you know what?
Yes.
You can still maintain your healthy diet. You can still get all your four food groups, but not even having meat involved, but using other sources.
Yeah.
This has been
Mm,
brilliant. And if you are ready, Makuko, you can actually give us your parting shots. What would you like your listeners today to remember when they think about this interview?
Okay, I would like them to remember that let not allow this heritage of our forefathers to die in our eyes. We are here to preserve it by all means. So if we have to add the modern lifestyle, let's do that. But it doesn't change innovation. You innovate something that has already been there. So Massimo is to
mm,
Wow, this is
wow.
so brilliant.
Wow.
Hey, Doc, you heard what she said. Our listeners
Wow.
out there, I'm
Wow.
sure you heard what she said. Let's not allow this heritage from our forefathers to die. And I like that as a parting shot because it's aligned very much with the ethos of what we are trying to do with the African experience. This really, really
Mm,
tallies very well with what we're trying to do. Africa, embrace yourself. Tell your stories the way you want to. Teach the world how you want them to see you. Let's change the narrative. And today we learned about how to use our indigenous morojo to become part of our heritage. Doc, what do you feel about this?
yes. Oh, I think what I'm taking home with today is that Monday, Morojo is the new meat.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
yeah.
that, and I think I'm going to, buy something, from Makukho. And on Monday, I'm going to join the campaign of No Meat Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful
Thank you so
campaign.
much.
Yeah, and on
Yes,
that
and thank you so much. Mm, mm.
yeah, on that note, we'd like to thank our executive producers, our guests. It's been fabulous, and to our listeners and our viewers out there, same place, same time. Next week we'll be here. We will bring you a very interesting topic. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next week. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Streaming 24/7. 24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.